Today we're going to review scientific notation, learn engineering notation, and then SI prefixes. 5.63 times 10 to the 3. 10 to the 3 is 1,000. So 5.63 times 10 to the 3 is times 1,000. When you're multiplying something by 10, you move the decimal point over 1. If you're multiplying it by 10 to the third, you move it over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So 5.63 times 10 to the third is 5630, or 5,630. Numbers smaller than 1, like this one, we're going to have a negative exponent. So 6.28 times 10 to the fourth. If we find the 6 here, it had to move over 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So since it's smaller than 1, it has to be a negative exponent. It is 6.28 times 10 to the negative 4. This one is a little trickier. Engineering notation. We're going to need a number before the decimal between 0 and 999. Otherwise, it's just like scientific notation. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 that we could move it over for scientific notation. However, if we did 1.6346 times 10 to the 10th, that wouldn't be engineering notation because this needs to be a power of 3. Since we have 1.6 times 10 to the 10th in scientific notation, we're going to need to choose a number to the left of the decimal between 0 and 999. So we're going to have to go with 16, because 10 to the 10th is going to become 10 to the 9th. We couldn't pick 160. We couldn't pick 1 because that would be 10 to the 10th. We need the power of 3. So if we had this number and we wanted to put it in engineering notation, we would have to move it over 1, 2, 3 times, and then 4, 5, 6. 6 times because we need a number to the left of the decimal that's between 0 and 999, and we need a multiple of 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we go over 6 times, that'll give us 348.6 times 10 to the negative 6. 10 to the negative 6 because it's less than 1, so we had to move the decimal in this direction 6 times. SI prefix. In other words, the metric system. Now, this does not say 10 to the 0 because there is no prefix for if you're just multiplying something times 1. You don't write that. You would write 3 meters or 3 seconds or whatever it was. When you're going smaller than meters, like to millimeters, you're going to be in 10 to the negative thirds, or micrometers or nano or whatever it is. If you're going units bigger than meters, for instance, you would be looking at kilometers or megometers or what have you. So our first example is 27.5 times 10 to the third ohms. 10 to the third, we look up here, we see that that is kilo. We put in a K, 27.5 kiloohms. Over here, we see that we had to move over 6 times, 568 times 10 to the negative 6, 568 MV microvolts.